In the previous video, we talked about the book, The Law and Lies, and it was interesting that the First Amendment, of course, looked like it was protecting freedom of speech, but it also, within that concept, protected the right to lie, which, of course, would have to be there in order to run a legal system, because a legal system runs in fiction, runs in the lie. Of course, operated by the devil's advocates, and they're right involved in every government worldwide. These are his kingdoms, so every single G20 nation or anything that's associated with the legal system as a government are all satanic controlled governments. And that is what you're up against. And there are some people who have been deceived, definitely in powers of government that may not be totally on the know on what we're talking about here, but definitely there is evil, spirit-possessed, satanic people in high places of government, and therefore they're working for their master, the devil. Now, when we talk about how things basically, we'll call it propaganda, we did a video on that way back in 2020, propaganda, because that's what it is. That's what propaganda is. It's false knowledge. It's falsely placed out there, and of course they use the air to do it. So they will go on the news and say it's now on the air. We're going on the air. Well, let's look at Ephesians chapter 2 and read 1 and 2, and it says, "And you were dead in your trespasses and sins, in which you formerly walked according to the course of this world," that's the temporal world, the world of Satan, "according to the prince of the power of the air, of the spirit that is now working in the sons of disobedience." So what is going on? Basically, those who follow Satan, of course, will use the airwaves, not for truth, and I'm amazed that I'm still up there on YouTube and other places right now. But we're in God's hands, and I certainly hope that he'll allow me to put a virus of truth right up the whole mothership of legal fiction. But we have to be aware that if you're believing that the news is actually telling you the truth, then you certainly don't understand a legal system, and you wouldn't understand those who actually work within that. So they're working for the prince of the air, the darkness, which is Satan, and therefore they will use the media, which is also comes from the Medes and Persians, which were tricksters. So all the things that basically happen within that system are very much controlled to govern a lie. So when people say they're surprised that they're being told untruths, on the legal networks, well, come on, they're run by lawyers. What would you expect?